Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever I find you on our beautiful earth plane. For those of you that don't know, my name is Taryn, and I am CEO and founder of Wildflower Healing. That's part of the Golden Wildflower Group. And today we are diving into chapter 8, which is Keycode 3 of the Sophia Code. This is where we enter into the solar plexus and where we meet the beautiful, wonderful green Tara, she of 1,000 stars. So, this is such a powerful, power solar plexus, powerful initiation and reading and chapter from the Sophia Code. So as you know, we've been journeying through the Sophia Code, which is written and channeled by Kara. All the details are on the comments or in the link above. And just to also let you know, so a lot of these initiations will ask certain amounts of you. You are letting go of viral, like especially with green Tara, you are letting go of viral belief systems. Like this chapter was channeled, years and years ago. So the Sophia Code was released in 2016, and it took Kare 7 years to channel the Sophia Code. So this chapter was, this particular chapter was channeled even, before we went into all these lockdowns and pandemic and everything. And it was written then for these exact times that we are living in right here, right now, which is, it's amazing. It blows my mind. And so a lot of these initiations are going to be clearing and cleansing. Well, they're not are, they're not maybe, they will be clearing and cleansing your bodies. And there may be some resistance to certain activations, initiations, and clearings. And what I found super, super helpful is when I did feel a bit of a resistance towards a certain key code or initiation, I actually downloaded that specific initiation from Kare's website. So again, the link is provided for you. And I would then allow myself to hear the initiation, just so I could really work beyond those resistances. And then that sort of opened up the energy body, so then I could actually then go through it myself. So as you know, I've committed to going through all of the initiations as we're doing this little 13 days of the Sophia Code. And I absolutely love diving into the Green Tara initiation earlier before I came online today. And wow, it's such a power-packed initiation. But also can actually kick up the most resistance, because what Green Tara teaches us is she gives us the permission to actually let go of our addiction and our attachment to suffering. So humanity is addicted and attached to suffering, and she gives us the tools and the initiation to actually step beyond suffering. So there's 8 great fears that humanity is attached to, but there are equally 8 great virtues that humanity has access to. And Green Tara teaches us that in her chapter, in her initiation. So I just want to share just a personal note on Sophia Circle Journey. So even though I had gone through Green Tara's chapter and her initiation, and even though I was already doing Sophia Circle Journeys as a facilitator, I still get up-leveled each time I sit in ceremony with Sophia, the Ascended Masters, my higher self, the Holy Spirit of my higher self, my I Am Presence, as well as the group's I Am Presence. And it probably was the 4th or the 5th circle that I had sat with Green Tara. So it was the 4th or the 5th time that I actually sat in ceremony in a Sophia Circle Journey with Green Tara. And the group reading that we were sharing for that particular circle was around the mantra that Green Tara teaches us of Tari, Tutari, Ture, Soha. And it gives the dissertations of what Tari, Tutari, Ture, Soha means. And I actually got sick. So as we started the reading, I got a fever. I got like a viral flu coming on. It was, even the other initiates in the circle were alarmed by how sick I got instantly. And by the time we had finished the circle, about 90% of that had actually disappeared, had dissipated, had dissolved. And there was about a 10% still I could feel in my physical body that just needed integration time. But that's how powerful, like firsthand powerful, this initiation is. I literally got sick whilst in the ceremony, and I allowed the Tari Tutari Ture Soha mantra to actually dissolve those viral belief systems within me. And I really did feel, like I say, about 90% better by the end of the circle, and I just needed a bit of integration time afterwards. So we're going to dive into our reading today of Green Tara, and she is Keycode 3 of the Sophia Code and chapter 8. So we find her chapter on page 122, Keycode 3, She of 1,000 Stars. Now this is also just for me personally is another little like, oh, love Green Tara, because in Wildflower Healing and Golden Wildflower Group, as you know, these are my business names, I've chosen the word wildflower for very intentional reasons, because I do believe that we can all blossom and bloom on the wildflower fields in love and grace, together alongside each other. And this is also what Green Tara teaches us. Like, to see one star in the sky is beautiful. There's no doubt about that. But there is just something magnificent about looking up into the night sky and seeing thousands upon thousands of stars lit up. And stars don't try and outshine each other. They all are in this, just like the wildflower fields. It creates a kaleidoscope of color. The sky, the night sky gets lit up by all these stars shining brightly, not trying to outshine each other, but shining directly alongside each other and creating a beautiful symphony of light rays for each of us. So this is also what Green Tara and what the Sophia Code teaches us, is that none of these key codes are trying to outshine each other. They all have a specific role. They all have a specific reason and purpose, just like you and I. We have a specific reason and purpose for being here on this earth plane at this pivotal moment in history. And we get to shine, and if we can shine together alongside each other, wings up, as Isis teaches us, not in a lack energy, not in a scarcity. And one of the 8 great fears is miserliness, and one of the 8 great virtues is prosperity. So we're here to shine alongside each other in prosperity consciousness. Okay, so Green Tara, Keycode 3, She of 1,000 Stars. I am the star within the tree of life, revealing the cosmic serpent of Sophia's light. I release all judgments and understanding about the nature of reality, so that my innocence may guide me to the womb of no thing. It is here that I increase my embodiment of living wisdom by allowing what is arising to inform my ever-present now for the liberation of all beings. And that's another thing about this entire codex, but in particular Green Tara. It's every time we do clearings, it's for the liberation of all beings, for the liberation of you and me and everyone alongside us. So we're going into the mantra Tari Tutari Ture Soha. So on page 132, Green Tara says, As you speak my mantra, I stand in solidarity with you. When you invoke me for help, I bless you with my omniscient support and divinely intervene with miracles for every area of your life. Let's step inside the vehicle of my mantra together to feel how I am holding you within every seed syllable of Tari, Tu Tari, Tu Re, Soha. So I'm just going to give you what the invocation, the dissertation of the Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha mantra. There is a long write-up on every page from page 133, but I don't have the time or space to do that, so I'm just going to give you the brief snippets. So in Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha, toning invokes my presence as a guide through your suffering and as a mentor for your happiness. Tare, so Tare, Tu Tari Tu Re Soha. The seed syllable Tare declares that with your divinity, laying down your attachment to suffering. Wow. Tu Tare in Tari, Tu Tari Tu Re Soha. Tu Tari is a seed sound wave of self-love that liberates your awareness from the 8 great fears by taking refuge in your own divinity. Tu Re, so Tari Tu Tari, Tu Re Soha. Tu Re declares your oneness with all beings as the root of your happiness that is sovereign from all attachments to suffering. And Soha. Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha. Soha commands the blueprint of this mantra to activate your DNA and consecrate your sacred heart to live in happiness for the liberation of all beings. So I want to actually just do 21 rounds of Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha. So in the the actual initiation on page 152, by the power of 7 self-realized heaven, it is done. I now multiply the power of 7 self-realized heaven by the power of 3, a perfect trinity, to reveal the 21 aspects of Green Tara within me. So Green Tara's initiation is all about actually activating the 21 emanations of Green Tara. And but I wanted to bring the 21 in so that we can just sound the seed syllables of Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha and bring in that liberation within our own bodies, that laying down that attachment to suffering, laying down those 8 great fears, and really being able to step into the 8 great virtues. So we're going to do 21 rounds. So I would encourage you to say these out loud. Hearing the power of your voice is so, so important in the codex. So hearing yourself say this mantra 21 times so that you can lay down your attachment and addiction to suffer, so that you can liberate yourself and stand alongside other liberated beings alongside you. So let's begin. Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha. 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 Tari Tu Tari Tu Re Soha.